2 open source projects, 250,000 combined GitHub stars, and together they replace a $20 a month subscription with something that's actually better. So here's Hermes Agent on GitHub. 118,000 stars. It hit 100,000 in 7 weeks. No other AI project has done that. This is Noose Research's full autonomous agent framework, not just a model. What makes it different is GAPA, Genetic Pareto Prompt Evolution. Every 15 tool calls, Hermes rewrites its own prompting strategies. ETH Zurich verified a 33 to 38% speed up. It literally gets better the more you use it. Now, the feature list is stacked. 47 built-in tools, 200 plus models, persistent memory with full-text search, a built-in cron scheduler for automated tasks, and it runs on hardware as cheap as a $5 VPS. But here's the catch. Hermes Agent's native interface is a terminal. The official dashboard lets you manage skills and sessions, but there's no chat. That's the gap Open WebUI fills. So, Open WebUI. 134,000 GitHub stars, 290 million downloads. It's the most popular open-source ChatGPT-style interface in existence, and it runs completely offline if you want it to. And the feature set is comprehensive. Multiple user accounts, file uploads, knowledge bases, web search, image generation, a live code preview, and voice and video calls. On mobile too. It's basically a full AI platform. On its own, Open WebUI connects to Ollama. Fine. But swap the backend to Hermes Agent, and suddenly your chat interface has persistent memory, self-improving prompts, scheduled automation, and 200 plus models. That's a different category of tool. Here's the comparison. ChatGPT Plus, $20 a month, cloud only, limited memory, no self-improvement. Open WebUI plus Hermes, free, self-hosted, full persistent memory, JEPA, 200 plus models, and a built-in cron scheduler. It's not even close. And against other self-hosted stacks, LibreChat, LobeChat, Jan, Anything LLM, none of them have persistent memory and self-improvement together. Hermes is the only one. All right, setup. Under 15 minutes if you have Docker installed. 5 steps. Let's go through them. Step 1. Install Hermes Agent from the official repo. There's a quick start guide right on the GitHub page. Once it's installed, verify it's running in your terminal before you touch anything else. Step 2. Enable the API server. 3 lines in your Hermes environment file. APIs, set the port to 8642. Then run Hermes Gateway. That's it. Hermes is now exposing an OpenAI-compatible API. Step 3. One Docker command. It pulls Open WebUI and runs it at localhost 3000. Copy it from the article, paste it in your terminal. Done. The whole thing downloads and starts in under a minute. Step 4. Connect them. Open localhost 3000, create your admin account, go to Admin Settings, then Connections. Add the URL http://host.docker.docker.its42/v1 and paste a E. And paste in your API key. That's the whole integration. Step 5. Select Hermes Agent from the model dropdown. That's it. You now have a self-hosted ChatGPT replacement, persistent memory, self-improving, 200 plus models, running on your own hardware for free. Now, once you're up and running, here's where it gets interesting. These are the features you can't get from a plain Ollama setup. Model switching. One dropdown. Local Ollama models, Hermes Agent, DeepSeek, anything on OpenRouter. No config changes, you just pick and go. File uploads. Drag, drop, and query. No typing file paths in a terminal. Attach notes, knowledge bases, reference documents. It just works inside the chat. Custom agent profiles. Create different Hermes instances. each with its own system prompt, tools, and knowledge base. Think of them as specialized GPTs, but self-hosted and self-improving. Code preview. When Hermes writes code, Open WebUI renders a live preview right in the chat. It's basically ChatGPT Canvas, but running on your machine for free. And voice and video calls. Talk to your agent hands-free on desktop or mobile. It's genuinely useful for brainstorming sessions when you don't want to type. So, how does Hermes stack up against the other big names? In 2026, 3 agents keep coming up: Hermes, OpenClaw, and Claude Code. Here's the honest comparison. Claude Code and OpenClaw are purpose-built for coding. That's their lane. Hermes is a general-purpose agent. Research, automation, scheduling, messaging, coding, all of it. And it's the only one that improves itself. If you want one agent that does everything, Hermes with Open WebUI is the play. That said, if you're primarily building software in an IDE, OpenClaw is worth a look. There's a business starter kit that gets you set up in 60 minutes for $59. And if Claude Code is your tool, there's a power user kit at $39 that covers advanced skills and configurations. Worth it if you're already on the max plan. Strengths. It's free. MIT license forever. It self-improves. GEPA is measurably verified, not marketing. It's completely private. Your data never leaves your machine. And setup is under 15 minutes. Honestly, the limitations are real too. Docker is required. Not everyone's comfortable with that. You're responsible for updates and security. Large local models need a GPU. And when something breaks, you're debugging 2 tools instead of 1. The GPU problem has an easy fix. Use cloud models through OpenReta. No GPU needed. But that adds $15 to $80 a month depending on how much you use it. Still cheaper than ChatGPT Plus for most people. Bottom line, if you're paying for ChatGPT and you're even slightly technical, this stack is worth the 15 minutes. Free, private, self-improving, and it runs on your own hardware. 250,000 developers already made the switch. Full review, setup guide, and all the links are at popularaitools.ai. Drop any questions in the comments.